Every year, at the break of dawn when the world is just beginning to stir, an extraordinary event unfolds along the fringe of a coastal forest. High above the treetops, the gentle light of day reveals a sweeping panorama, a natural theater where nature's resilience and unity are on full display. As the first rays of sunlight filter through the mist, thousands upon thousands of red crabs emerge from the dense forest. This is the Great Crab Migration, a mesmerizing, age-old ballet of life and survival. In those quiet moments before sunrise, the coastal forest awakens with subtle hints of movement. There's an almost magical quality here, a delicate pause that precedes a grand show. On the forest floor, beneath ancient canopies and dew-covered ferns, minute creatures stir with anticipation. With each heartbeat of nature, the crabs begin their journey. They scurry over damp leaves and tangled roots, guided by instincts honed over countless generations. Before dawn, as the receding high tide sets in, the natural clock strikes for action. Their small, determined legs unite them in synchronized motion, embodying a unity that goes far beyond instinct alone. It is a journey to the sea where the promise of life is renewed. As the group builds momentum, the harmony of this living procession mirrors an ancient rhythm. Each red crab is part of an ensemble that moves with purpose. Their synchronized steps form an organic procession that stretches for kilometers, a breathtaking display of natural coordination rarely witnessed by human eyes. Experts have marveled at this phenomenon, calling it one of the most synchronized animal movements on the planet. Sir David Attenborough himself once described similar natural marvels as prime moments of life on Earth, where every small step has grand significance. The path to the ocean, however, is not without challenges. Nature has its own tests, and man-made obstacles add to the peril. Imagine narrow pathways mixed with rugged terrain, where stone and leaf give way to concrete and tar. As the crabs push steadily towards the sea, they face relentless obstacles. They cross winding roads and scramble over rocky embankments. In some places, human interference in the form of pathways and barriers creates a seemingly impassable maze. Yet, undeterred and united, each crab persists. At a crucial moment of the journey, a sudden challenge presents itself. Some crabs encounter busy roads, their natural path obstructed by the fast-paced world of humans. The creatures, though small, confront these dangers with an impressive sense of purpose. Across the way, conservationists and scientists watch with bated breath as innovative human solutions, like specially constructed crab bridges and underpasses, provide safe passage. In these fleeting moments, nature and human ingenuity intersect, revealing a quiet commitment to protect a process greater than ourselves. As the procession continues, the crabs must also contend with predators and invasive species that disrupt the balance of their delicate ecosystem. In particular, a notorious foe, the yellow crazy ant, forms vast supercolonies that threaten to overwhelm the red crab population. These tiny invaders can decimate numbers, turning an organic marvel into a vulnerable race against time. Yet determined conservation efforts, including targeted ant baiting programs, have steadily improved the odds. The survival of the crab migration stands as a testament to nature's resilience and humanity's growing commitment to environmental preservation. In the shifting light of early morning, the coast transforms into a stage of resilience. The crabs, now a collective surge of life, trudge over stony paths and through trickling streams. The journey is fraught with obstacles that seem insurmountable to the untrained eye, yet each hurdle is met with persistent determination. Close your eyes and imagine the scene, a tide of scarlet shells, carrying not just the promise of a new generation, but also symbolizing hope, unity, and the eternal cycle of life. When these crabs finally reach the sea, they are not merely seeking the water. They are preparing the next chapter in a saga as ancient as time itself. Here, nature's intricate plan unfolds as eggs are released into the brine and the cycle of life is rekindled under the watchful gaze of the cosmos. Along this journey, science provides insight into the staggering numbers behind this natural wonder. Over 100 million crabs embark on this epic journey, creating a living mosaic across the coastal landscape. Experts note that this migration is a culmination of millions of years of evolution, a grand network of life that ensures the survival of a species even in the face of adversity. In each step, one can see the interlacing of environmental and biological factors, synchronizing to sustain the delicate balance of the ecosystem. Yet, the light of dawn is not only a beacon of survival, but also a poignant reminder of the fragility that accompanies it. The crabs face natural perils, and their journey through landscapes altered by human progress bears witness to ecological challenges. Their tiny bodies traverse vast stretches of altered habitat, where every impediment appears as both a physical and symbolic barrier. The migration stands as a living metaphor for overcoming obstacles, a narrative of persistence that mirrors the human struggle against overwhelming odds. Midway through their journey, as the outpouring of red crabs becomes a moving tapestry, the pace of nature seems to hold its breath. The pathway is alive with the rustling of shells and the soft patter of steps against the earth. For a moment, the relentless march pauses beneath the weight of natural conflict, a pause that heightens the drama of the migration. At this juncture, the viewer is invited to witness nature's paradox. Even in the face of insurmountable barriers, there is an underlying beauty in the process of becoming. This is not merely a spectacle of movement, it is a living classroom where every observer, whether a seasoned naturalist or a casual wanderer, can learn about balance, resilience, and the interconnectedness of life. Storytellers of the natural world remind us that every event in nature is interdependent. The crabs, in their seemingly simple quest, mirror the complexity of ecosystems where every creature has a role to play. As the sun begins its slow ascent, the natural ballet reaches its most critical moment. The crabs approach the shoreline with a final surge, a determined procession that has already defied odds and transcended obstacles. At this pivotal moment, the ocean awaits like a vast, open promise. The waves, gentle and inviting, lap at the oncoming tide of life. Each tiny leg finds its pace. Every individual crab contributes to a collective symphony of movement, and the very essence of nature's design is fulfilled. Standing on the brink, one cannot help but feel a profound sense of wonder. The ocean, with its boundless horizon, represents both an end and a beginning. In it lies the continuation of life, the mysterious realm where eggs hatch into fragile larvae, and where survival intertwines with the relentless rhythm of the tides. It is here that one witnesses not just a migration, but the renewal of life itself, a continuous dance choreographed by the forces of nature and the passage of time. The emotions evoked by this event are complex. There is awe at the sheer scale of nature's design, empathy for the relentless challenges faced by these small creatures, and inspiration from the persistence that defines their journey. The migration, with all its inherent drama and beauty, reaches its quiet, poignant climax. Here, the narrative of resilience finds its harmonious end. Every crab, every step along the route, contributes to an enduring message, a celebration of life, unity, and the intricate web of existence that binds all beings together. This journey, witnessed by those with open hearts and curious minds, is a reminder that even the smallest creatures play vital roles in the vast story of nature. The Great Crab Migration is not just a natural event. It is a celebration of life's undying spirit, a living proof that collective movement in nature can triumph over adversity. As the spectacle merges into a panoramic embrace of sunset hues and reflective tides, the ocean and land speak volumes. The crabs vanish into the sea's embrace, completing their ancient pilgrimage. In doing so, they offer us a timeless lesson on resilience, unity, and the power of moving forward together, no matter how daunting the odds might seem. Let this magnificent procession be a testament to our planet's ceaseless marvels, a reminder that, even in the smallest of beings, lies a story of grand proportions. In the delicate balance of every step, we find the inspiration to face our own challenges, united by a common purpose and imbued with a quiet strength. Join us in exploring the resilience and unity of nature through the mesmerizing journey of the Christmas Island red crabs, and learn how conservation efforts are preserving this extraordinary phenomenon. Every year, at the break of dawn when the world is